So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Louise McDonnell. Sometimes people come up to me at events like this and ask me, are you the Facebook Louise? And I'm like, yeah, I'm the Facebook Louise. So I'd love to connect with you on Facebook, Instagram, make sure you check it out there. So I am the author of Facebook Marketing, The Essential Guide. I have a few copies for sale. They are selling fast down at the table. I've trained and coached over 14,000 businesses over the last 11 years, and I'm delighted to say that over 4,000 of those were online students in the last 12 months alone. What do I specialize? I specialize in social media strategy, keynote speaking, corporate training, and I have an online and training platform called sellonsocial.media, and I do have a little coupon code for you later on today. So I also am really delighted to say that I have been nominated, my membership program has been nominated for an award in London, so that's on the 9th of March, so fingers crossed, so that some good news will come from that. I also do a show called the Social Media Hot Seat. It's 15 minutes of candid social media advice. You'll find it on my Facebook page or my YouTube channel. I think there's about 5 episodes already published. And if anybody would like to take the hot seat, make sure you come down and visit me at my stand, C07, later on. Okay, so why are we here? We're here to talk about Facebook and Instagram and 5 tips to get ahead of the curve in 2020. So I just wanted to remind ourselves of the opportunity that we have when it comes to social media marketing. There are 7.6 billion people in the planet, okay? Out of that, 3.4 billion of those are social media users, and 3.2 billion out of the 3.4 billion are mobile social media users. So that's an absolutely huge opportunity. Let's just look at the top social networks in the world. Facebook is still the most dominant with 2.4 billion monthly active users, followed by YouTube with 2 billion, WhatsApp with 1.6 billion, Messenger with 1.3 billion, WeChat 1.1 billion, Instagram with 1 billion, and then we have TikTok down there at 5 billion and Twitter just at 3.3 million. Okay, now let's just move around this for a moment and let's just look at it now again. So Facebook obviously Facebook, they own WhatsApp, they own Instagram, and they own Messenger. So when you look at it, out of the 3.4 billion monthly active users on the planet, you can reach quite a lot of those, I would say most of those, through the Facebook platform. And you can run your ads seamlessly across each one of those platforms. So to me, that's an amazing opportunity, and that's why I'm so passionate about social media marketing. Like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you just would not have had the opportunity to reach people in their pockets, in their handbags, in their hands. These phones are never out of our hands, and that's a huge opportunity for businesses. But, it's also a challenge because it's such a crowded place. How do you stand out? And believe me, there are lots of businesses that just think, oh, I'm going to get Facebook, I'm going to get Instagram, I'm going to run an ad, and that's going to be my strategy. And that is not a strategy which will not work. So the advice that I'm going to give you now over the next few minutes is as follows. Number 1, we are still feeling the fallout from the Cambridge Analytica scandal. So the Cambridge Analytica scandal really caused users of the Facebook platform to distrust it. And what happened after the Cambridge Analytica scandal was that a lot of the sharing that would have, for consumers, that would have taken place on Facebook started to move to private groups on Facebook or to WhatsApp groups. And Facebook, of course, have recognized this. And last March, Mark Zuckerberg made an announcement, and he announced that the future of social media is private. So he said the future is private. And so a lot of the changes that we are seeing coming down the road is really because of this statement. And it's something as business owners that we need to embrace. So what we need to do, number 1, is embrace the fact that people want to be more private. Okay, so how do we do that? What Facebook are doing is they have announced that they are going to highlight groups and events. Now, Facebook groups are not new, they're around for a few years, but they are going to give more emphasis to groups in 2020. So you may have noticed that there's now a new groups feed. So there's a new newsfeed, especially for any groups that you're in. Now, the traditional newsfeed is chock-a-block. It's really hard to get organic reach, isn't it? Yeah, so here's a different newsfeed that you can try and get reach. So if you can, think about how you can employ groups in order to achieve your business objectives. So whether that's a private group, a public group, a customers group, a prospects group. The other thing that I will see happening, it hasn't come yet, is that they're going to enhance group features. I personally would like to see the monetized groups. I like that you can use Facebook ads for groups, that you'll get more in-depth statistics for groups. We have not seen that yet. I anticipate that's what's coming. The next thing that they have done is they said they're going to put more emphasis on events. Messenger, they are reprogramming it to be smaller and faster. Now that's really good because most of the time people struggle with space on their phones, okay? So if we have an app that does exactly what we want to do in terms of communication and it's fast and it takes up less room in our phone, we're more likely to use it. There's new features like this new lead generation tool and an automatic appointment booker. These are things that you should be doing. So the future is private, guys. We need to figure out how we can start conversations with people, because when we start talking to people, we start doing business with them. So we need to embrace privacy, use groups, use Messenger, focus on silent interactions. People are not going to be commenting and sharing, but they will be there and they will click on content, and clickable content will still get picked up by the algorithm. So that's my advice in terms of embracing privacy. The second bit of advice I can give you is number 2. Fail to plan is a plan to fail. Okay, it's getting harder to get organic reach. It's very crowded out there. And if your social media marketing is ad hoc, if you don't have a plan, if all you're doing is just posting week to week, and you don't really know what you're at, and you're just boosting a post or using Facebook ads, but it's not part of any wider strategy, you're going to waste your time and your money. Okay, so awareness content is really, really part of this. It's really key to building campaign success. So what people want to do when they're running campaigns is they just want to run ads. And what they need to understand is that it's not about running ads, that it's about running campaigns. And that the awareness part is as much part of the campaign as the conversion, okay? So here is a project that I worked on for 8 weeks last summer. And the Western Forestry Co-op in Leitrim were running a woodland festival. And they came to me and they said, here's our budget, we want you to run ads. And I said, okay, let's sit down and let's plan a campaign and not just run some ads, because that doesn't work. So normally what people do is they get a poster done up for an event, and then they stick that poster on their Facebook page, and then they boost that for a few 4 or 5 weeks, or run a few different ads with the same kind of poster. That does not and will not work. Okay, let me show you some of the results that we got as a result of our campaign planning. Here's the most popular post that was published on their Facebook page. This reached 40,000 people. They had a base of 1,000 people liking and following their page. They got organic reach of 20,000 and paid reach of another 20,000, and it cost just €50. When your content is good, it's like standing on the top of a hill. If you throw a ball at the top of a hill, it's going to go and go and go. And that's what happens with Facebook ads. If your content is good, your ad will run and run. If your content's poor and it's not of interest, it's like standing at the bottom of a hill. You throw that ball, it's not going to go very far. So the most important stat that I take out of that is that there was over 7,000 10-second views of that video. So a 10-second view, increased brand awareness, increased purchase intent, there in the funnel, okay? And so we had ran other posts like that. Again, this reached 26,000 people, 16,000 of that was a paid reach, and again a budget of €50. Okay, so over the campaign we ran 31 posts over an 8-week period, generated 370,000 impressions. The organic reach on that was 120,000 from a base of a page that had 1,000 followers. That was amazing. And the page reach was 250,000 and not on a massive budget at all. Reached nearly over 76,000 people and 44,000 10-second views, 44,000 people in the funnel. Okay, so that's number 2. You got to plan for campaigns and stop doing ad hoc posting, because it won't work in 2020. Number 3 is you got to embrace video marketing. Video marketing is your friend. Video is way more strategic. The reach will be 4 times higher than a text or an image-only post. You have the ability to remarket, and that is absolutely the key. And that's what separates Facebook and Instagram from other social media platforms, is that when people watch your videos, you can create audiences of those videos and you can remarket different content to them because they're further in your funnel. You can increase brand awareness, so people have increased brand awareness, increased purchase intent, and they're even going to remember seeing the thumbnail for up to 30 days. So reasons to use native video. I'm doing a live training course next month, which is in March, on 6 ways to innovate in video marketing in 2020. So you check that out. I'll be announcing it shortly on my Facebook page. Number 4 is we have to embrace Instagram stories, okay? Brands don't like stories, but here's the thing. The organic newsfeed is harder and harder to get reach in, so we have to look for other places. This is a totally different newsfeed, and it's not that crowded, and it's not being overused by brands at the moment. So we need to embrace Instagram and Facebook stories. There's 200 million daily active users on Instagram, 500 million daily active users on Facebook. It's the fastest growing platform, and your content will be discoverable through hashtags, location tags, and through tagging other people strategically who may then share on your content, which helps you get in front of newer people and be discovered. It's for throwaway content. It goes in 24 hours. It is fun. And here's the top tip for you. The most cost-effective ads that you can run at the moment on Facebook, on Instagram, are story ads. So create your story on Instagram, download that story, go over to Facebook ads platform, use that as the ad, turn off all other placements, only the story placement, and that is the best value for money you're going to get from your advertising right now, okay? Number 5, then the 5th tip is you have to have a business strategy. And so this is my 6-step system. This is the 6-step system that I have developed having worked with businesses, 14,000 businesses over the last 11 years. And this is the 6-step system that you see in my book. This is the 6-step system that you see on my online training courses, on my coaching. And so what happens is people generally want to skip to point 5. Let's say, let's just do an ad. Or they come up to me and they say, Louise, I did an ad and I spent this much and I reached this many people, but I got nothing from it. So if you skip to step number 5, that's what's going to happen. You need to stand off and first of all, being able to communicate really quickly how you're different and why somebody should do business with you. Then you need to brand your channel, okay? There's no point in running ads or putting out good content if you haven't branded your channel. Then you need to plan your content strategically. And you need to understand how the algorithm works so you don't limit reach and you maximize organic reach. Then you need to know how to use Facebook ads strategically. And your ads should not be separate from your content. They all need to be part of the same plan. And that's another thing that I see even large businesses do. They just want to run it all separately. And it doesn't work like that. And then what you've got to do is constantly be tuning into your insights, tuning into ad performance, looking at click-through rates, looking at conversion rates, looking and seeing how things are performing, and then adapting, tweaking, testing, see what's working, and then keep adapting and get better at it, okay? That's my 6-step system. So, I want to talk to you about 3 products today, if that's okay. I've just launched this on my website literally this week. It's Instagram Marketing 2020, the complete A to Z. So if you want to get started with Instagram, you don't know anything about it, this will work for you. If you're using Instagram for a while and you want to just get better at it, this course will help you as well. So it'll help you to develop a strategy, it'll help you develop hashtag strategy, and that's €30. That's on my website, sellonsocial.media. I also want to tell you about, this is the program that's up for the award in the UK. And what this is a program for business owners and for marketeers. And I see some of my members are here in the audience, so you're very welcome. And what you get with this is you get over 12 hours of online training, which works through my 6-step system. So you also get the Instagram training, you get any live training that I do any month. So this month, the live training is next week, it's on the Facebook Pixel. Next month, the live training is going to be on video marketing, ways to innovate your video marketing in 2020. And every month I will do a live training session, and you will have access to that for as long as you're a member, okay? I do a group coaching session, so this is a session with just 3 other people, but I do that. You get that for free once a month, so that's on the 10th of March is the next one, so anyone can zoom in, ask me a question, get some advice, share their screen, have a chat. I have a private group as well, so people regularly post questions in the group and then I'll answer them all for them. And you also get discounts on one-to-one coaching. So my social media membership program, you also get a bonus as well. This is my editable workbook. It's a 2020 Facebook content workbook and 12-month calendar, and the calendar is full of ideas. So today is actually National Love Your Pet Day, so use the hashtag and put it up, and there'll be lots of people following that. So there's lots of ideas for content throughout the year. Now, so this is normally €180. There's a discount code available just for today. If you use the code UPGRADE, when you are checking out, you'll get 20% off and you'll save yourself, I can't do the maths, some money. And that's how you find it. So it's selloncocial.media/bundles/social media superstars. You can come see me at my stand. I'll show you it on my laptop after this. I also want to make an announcement. Those of you who know Johnny Byrne will know him really well from the Digital Marketing Institute. Myself and Johnny are doing a 2-day masterclass on the 24th and 25th of April in Carrick-on-Shannon called Reach More, Teach More. So he's the teach more part. If you're a trainer, an author, a coach, or a keynote speaker and you want to learn how to create an online training platform, Johnny's going to show you how to do that. And I'm the Reach More part, so I'll show you how to run a campaign so you can get customers. So that is all my 3 projects, and you can register your interest. We're just literally launching that as we speak. And that is it. I know Ruth has given me the signal to stop talking, so I don't think we have time for questions, but you come visit me down at my stand and I'll gladly take any questions.